Namaste. Ladies and gentlemen, words can have various meanings and carry out different messages since they are formed in various languages, tones, and indications when we pair them with other words and punctuation. On a smaller scale, words can impact the people around us, including their mood, confidence, and actions more than we think. For instance, when I was in 8th grade, second semester, I moved to a different town because of my parents' work. At the time, I was so worried I would not have friends at all. So, that day comes. As I walked into my new classroom, trembling because of the anxiety I faced. The stairs feels like they were stabbing into me. It was quite overwhelming. So I sat at the front chair near the wall, looking down and fidgeting my fingers. Countless of scenarios of God knows what could happen in the next 1.5 years feels like a true horror film for me at the time. And as expected, on the first day, no one comes and tries to approach me. It was quite stressful. My mind kept telling me bad negative thoughts instead of trying solutions to my problems. I cried because I thought my middle school life was over. So for the next 2 days, I don't even try to strike up a conversation with anyone because my mind kept telling me negative things and dumb excuses for why I don't have friends, such as I was ugly, uninteresting, a nerd, and etc. But finally, at the 4th day, someone tried to invite me to go to the bathroom and cafeteria together. First, I was quite hesitant and cautious. Why would this person want to invite me? A nerd, as I thought. But as I accompanied her, she told me it was okay to be nervous and encouraged me to be more braver. She even pointed out the qualities that I had overlooked because of my insecurities at the time. And somehow, after that day, I became more confident. And after 1 month, I have many friends that I never ever dreamt of having at the time. And it all started because of my dear friend's words and kind gestures. Chantik was her name. Pretty, like her, right? So ladies and gentlemen, from my story, we can see how words can carry out a positive force when we use them wisely. Chantik words lifted me up from my negative thoughts. She assured me that I could do something that I thought I couldn't. We must keep in mind that we never know what someone's going through. And we must always speak kindly to each other. And as kind words can have positive impact, the negative ones also have similar effects either. So, let's take a look at this case. Gloomy Sunday, a song written in 1933. It was a song about depression, and its lyrics are heavily implied on negative thoughts and suicides. Even though it's just a song and had been written 95 years ago, more or less, it had reportedly claimed 100 lives because of suicides. So, if we take a step back and analyze the bigger picture, we can see the similar points between these two cases. But the most obvious one would be how words can affect and change someone's life in many ways. So, how do we politely mind our words and be direct to carry out a positive force and not the other hand? Indeed, the use of words is not merely a selection of diction, but it also involves other elements. The first element is to watch your tone. Tone is very especially crucial in conversations. One mistake in your tone can deliver bad and negative messages to the receiver. The second point is to pair kindness with honesty. Being direct and also being kind is important to maintaining a positive force of conversation. So, for example, instead of saying, "You know this is wrong, right? Why on earth would you still do that?" Try saying, "Oh, I appreciate your effort, but we have been through this before. Could you keep it in mind this time?" The last but samely important point and element is to consider the timing and context. Giving advice when someone is stressed or rushed by deadlines can come up as insensitive and self-centered. And it is also important to watch where are you giving your advice. For example, when you're giving someone's advice in public and pointed out their flaws, it could come up as humiliating to the receiver. Instead, try to wait for a more private space and calm situation. This could make a big difference on how your words are received by the other party. Ladies and gentlemen, words are powerful tools that could either build or shatter someone's life. My middle school life experience with chanting changed my life positively. I became more confident. Considering your time takes seconds, minutes at most, but its influence can stick to the brain even forever. And by watching your tone, being kind, and to consider time and space, this could make a big difference in how your words are achieved. Good words are worth much, but cost a little. Thus, giving someone kind words are seemingly a small act of kindness, but its influence can deeply and change someone's life for the better. So, let's always speak kindly to each other and bring positive force more to this world. I'm Ravelia, and thank you for listening to my words.